Hi guys, this is Lada from Astrology.com with your monthly horoscopes for November 2016, shooting from Chill, California. And before I start the monthly horoscope, a quick announcement. Those of you who missed my webinar with Trifon about the astrology of lovers and the astrology of marriage using ancient astrology techniques, which you won't find anywhere. These are ones that we're rediscovering recently, and they work amazingly. Those people knew their astrology in the past. Those people, they created astrology after all. So these are methods that are very different of compatibility, and once you learn this method, you need nothing of the complicated synastry, interaspects, the complicated compatibility techniques we use in the West now. So if you missed that webinar with me and Trifon, here is the link for it. And if you missed my webinar with Marina on astrological configuration, there is a link as well for it. This is about the foundation of your horoscope. You don't need to know any astrology, but in that webinar we explain what is the foundation of your horoscope, what configuration is your horoscope consists of. And that will show your destiny in life. That will show some people have a destiny to succeed in the first part of their life. They have like a horoscope that reminds like an umbrella. Another people have a horoscope that reminds like a boat. They have a destiny to succeed in the second part of their life. Some people have a destiny to succeed in outward, a very out and about in the world through careers, through interactions with others. They have one type of configuration of horoscopes. Figures, they're like figures. Other people have a destiny to kind of succeed in life through you know, through creativity and art, through more personal experiences rather than being out there in the world. So we'll talk about all that. So some people are here to take a break in this lifetime, to take it easy and to just enjoy the rewards from previous past lifetimes, basically. This is like the Grand Trine horoscope. So some people are here to work really hard and to really manifest on the material level and break through old habits like the Grand Square. And we're going to talk all those possible manifestations, configurations. We talked about that. If you missed that webinar, check it, and it's fantastic. The responses are amazing. And for November webinars, I'm doing 2 new webinars. And November is a kind of a grim month, as we know, because November we're more introverted, we're willing to look into the mysteries and secrets and more psychologically in depth. So I'm gonna make a webinar, making a webinar on the first Sunday of, on the 6th of November, the first Sunday, on Saturn. All about Saturn in the natal horoscopes and also Saturn's transits. We're gonna talk what your karma is with Saturn, what your most difficult lessons with Saturn are. We're gonna talk how Saturn behaves in different houses, in different aspects with planets. We're gonna talk when Saturn improves, how you can improve, how you can master Saturn. Saturn is also connected to your career, and how you can really improve those most difficult lessons, which are connected also to past lifetimes. And then on Sunday the 27th of November, I'm doing a webinar for the nodes of the moon, Rahu and Ketu, about past life karma, current life karma, about what the nodes mean specifically in your horoscope, what they mean if they're with other planets, what they mean in certain houses, the esoteric meaning, the Western and the Vedic meaning of those 2 nodes and how they manifest in life. So these are Ketu, Rahu and Saturn are the 3 most complicated and difficult positions in one's horoscope, and we're gonna master them during the month of Scorpio in November, because Scorpio is about diving deep and tackling challenging topics. Capricorn, November 2016, and I think November will be a pretty easygoing month because there are no difficult planetary configurations stressing us. It's almost like taking a breather. It's almost like the universe is allowing us to take a rest and to have more control over our own lives, more free will, without being led by compulsions or some kind of karmic consequences or inner or outer clashes, because the planets are basically all moving direct motion, which means we can explore new territory, we can move ahead, plow into new projects, and at the same time there are no difficult aspects between planets. Even if there are, maybe there for a day or two, nothing like overpowering, like continuing for 2-3 weeks, difficult aspect that will impact you, your life, and can turn it around. Of course, everything is relative, but for the bigger number of people, I think that's a good month, and especially after having such a difficult time for many people over the past 6-7 months in 2016, when so many difficult configurations were forming in the sky, grand crosses, planets battling it out in war, and it's big planets, I mean the ones that move very slowly, so slow moving transits which kind of triggered big reevaluations, lots of retrograde planets as well for many months. But now everything is moving ahead, time for new beginnings. You have the green light, people, especially the first 2 weeks of November when the moon is growing, and for you in particular, the new beginnings might be in some sort through your social life, because the new moon at the beginning of November is happening in your 11th house, Capricorn. And the 11th house is a very social house. It rules our friends, it rules our social group around us, people, you know, big groups of people, groups and organizations we're members of. So and also it rules long-term projects as well, goals and dreams of ours. So there might be certain new circumstances that come over the first 2 weeks of November, which allow you to make a new step forward in regards to such long-term goals and dreams of yours. There might be an appearance of new associates and new friends or new acquaintances who can be beneficial for you in the long term. There might be new ideas that come to you in regards to 11th house rules gainfulness, and also there might be gainfulness, and it might be material gainfulness of some sort. It might be just you seeing the results of some actions and some efforts that you've been doing for a while, not exactly seeing the results, but having an opportunity to proceed forwards with new ideas in regards to fulfilling and getting closer to more gainfulness in your life. But definitely it might be a very social month, the first 15 days, where there is more interactions with others, maybe more meeting some friends, communications with friends, being around more people, being invited to certain social do's, for example, having some important conversations with other people on a deep level, because your 11th house is ruled by Scorpio. So there is intensity, there is emotionality there, but it's in the house of friendships and social connections. So there might be the opportunity for deep bonding through communications, because Mercury till the 13th of November is in your 11th house. So Mercury is communications on a deep psychological bonding, which is Scorpio, which can be mutually beneficial for both, because Scorpio rules mutual resources and benefits for two people, for the both sides. And even being able to tap into the resources of others, or to the skills of others, like friends of yours, and communicate together somehow, to work on some project together, for example. So socially active month. Okay, and there might be the opportunity to, for example, gain some title or honor of some sort, or some recognition. It might be a verbal recognition only, like the boss telling you, well done work, you know, or recognizing you by giving you a new project, which is more demanding in some sort, but this acknowledges you that they have more trust in you, that someone trusts in you. Okay, and then Mercury goes in your 12th house, Capricorn, from around the 12th of November till almost till the end of the month somehow. So for about 2 weeks, or 2 weeks and a bit longer, Mercury being in your 12th house indicates that there might be certain more private and secretive communications that start happening in the second part of November. Or maybe some kind of a research that you're doing behind the scenes, and without proclaiming to others what exactly you're doing, keeping it more private. Also your thoughts might become more, 12th house is more hidden, more intuitive. Your thinking can become more intuitive rather than detail focused, more feeling like you might be feeling this project feels right in the second part of November, rather than really logically figuring out why it feels right, but your mind is telling you it just feels right. Also, there might be some, when planets are in the 12th house, there might be 12th house rules the past, something even past lifetimes, that people from the past can somehow connect with you, have communications with such people as well. And also your mind becomes a little bit more introspective, looking at the past, revising matters of the past, revising what is constructive for you and what is no longer constructive for you. This is happening in the second part of November. And there might be, you know, certain expenses. Mercury, 12th house is the planet, the house of expenses, and Mercury is expenses that come to you, for example, in regards to missing certain details in contracts or documents, or some expenses that come to you in regards connected to something to do with learning, with acquiring new skills, because Mercury is the planet of skills, of communication, of learning new things, you know. So, but because it both goes in the 12th house, you might have to spend some money on that, for example. At the same time, we have really good news, because Venus from the 13th of November is entering the sign of Capricorn. So from the 13th of November to the end of November, Venus, the small benefic, which brings good things to us, is entering the sign of Capricorn, whether it's your Ascendant, Sun or Moon. What does it mean? Well, good things. And Venus transits your sign of Capricorn once every year, and it's always noticed that the person becomes more peaceful then, that the person becomes more agreeable, more likable to others, even physically more attractive. Women or even men start taking more care of their physical appearance. They, even if they don't do it consciously, there is like magnetic energy that comes to them from the planet Venus when it's in the first house in your own sign, and this magnetic energy makes you more attractive, more likable to others, able to gain the assistance of others, able to gain, and you don't do it in an aggressive way, you do it just by magnetically attractive others, and you become more diplomatic, more agreeable, and that's your best strategy for the second part of November. Just win the hearts of others by charm and by diplomacy and by getting under their skin. This is what Venus is, rather than going and attacking them, rather than going. And for a month and a half before that, you had Mars in your first house, which made you, for a big part of, for most of October and the first 10 days of November, maybe more go-getting, a bit more aggressive, a bit more stressed, possibly a little bit more restless in a sense. But when Venus enters your first house, Mars exactly then exits your first house, and Mars is like, and it's gonna release you from feeling this tension. It's gonna release you from feeling nervous or over kind of worked up, and it's more like all of a sudden you become more zen, more chill, you start enjoying more. You even allow yourself, which might be hard for Capricorn to comprehend, but you know, you allow yourself to take it easier, you allow yourself to pamper yourself, to indulge in some pleasant experiences as well. And even experiences of Venusian nature might be more easy to come to you, like attracting others, pleasant good food, pleasant experience and entertainment and amusement of some sort, and even romantic experiences, because Venus rules your fifth house of romantic experiences as well. So such can come into your life, maybe a nice date, for example. You can be more willing to be seductive in a sense, and that's what attracts others. And Venus also rules your 10th house, and when it comes into your sign, it brings the energy of the 10th house of career, and especially new ideas with your career, because Venus rules the 5th house of creativity and creative imagination and the creative mind with new ideas, and rules your 10th house of career and social status. So some new bright ideas might come to you that you can implement and start in the second part of November, which can improve your social standing, which can improve your image in the eyes of others, new creative ideas that can improve your business, that you can improve your career in some way, that you can ingratiate yourself with those new ideas, a more inventive approach to bosses and people of authority of some sort. So it's positive for your career, Venus being in your first house, Capricorn, because it rules your career and social status, and it's positive for your, it's not only work, but Venus, and it makes it pleasurable, Venus, when it brings it. It's good. It's kind of comes with ease. But it also, Venus rules the 5th house of creativity and creative ideas. So if you're in some kind of creative career, you also benefit from Venus in your sign from the second part of November. And as I said, it's also romantic, the 5th house, and it's pleasures and amusement. So there is like a healthy dose of both, of possibility for career and possibility for enjoyments and pleasures in life. And pleasurable activities like hobbies, like dating. Okay, what else? And pampering yourself, that's Venus for sure. Let's see what else is happening. So you're socially active day in the 11th house, then Venus is helping you with matters of career and creativity and love as well. Mars, let's see, Mars from the 10th of November is exiting the sign of Capricorn. So the first 10 days of November might still be a bit stressful because Mars is in your sign, so you're more active, you're more initiative, but also you're more easily irritable. The nervous system is a bit overworked, like adrenaline is running more around you. But then Mars from the 10th of November enters into your 2nd house. So where does your energy go? Well, you start putting your energy and conscious efforts and drive and ambition into material and practical matters. And it's kind of, Mars goes into a mental sign in Aquarius. So it's again about thinking. So it's kind of, Mars can push you through new ideas of some sort to start pursuing. And Mars goes into your 2nd house, Capricorn, just once every 2.5 years for about a month and a half. So from the 10th of November till the whole November and a big part of December, Mars is in your 2nd house of money, finances and resources. So it's making you to actively pursue new such ideas. You might also be spending more. Mars is naturally connected when it's in the 2nd house. You're having some expenditure of some sort. It might be to buying some technical software things. Mars rules like technologies of some sort. Mars might be just sudden expenses that come for you, connected to home, for example, because Mars rules your 4th house, family, property, so you have to spend something in regards to that, rent or whatever, family or relocation. And Mars also rules the 11th house, which means that you might have certain expenses connected to activities with groups of people, certain expenses or expenses having to spend something in regards to pushing ahead forward some long-term goals and projects of yours. You know, maybe in some social activities as well. But definitely you have to be a bit more cautious when Mars is in your 2nd house, not to do spontaneous splurges, because Mars can a little bit destabilize finances when we're not conscious and when we're not taking the initiative. It comes to us from outside, but if you're taking the initiative yourself, this can be a month where you, for example, have a breakthrough financially, in the sense that you finally organize yourself to make some changes in your budget, or to make some to some physically go after and pursue new ideas about finances, or something to do with resources. For example, if you are someone who has to scout resources, if this is your business, or if you work with money, or if you work with assets of some sort, you just go and actively pursue such, and you will find as well, especially through communications and connecting to others, because Mars is in the sign of Aquarius, which means that resources come better to you overall in your life, Capricorn, if you join with big groups of people of some sort, or search for or try to invest money in some big organizations, or try to kind of look for the support of organizations or groups of people or friends in some sort as well. Or some kind of more intellectual activities. Okay, so that's going to be an influence for a month and a half. Venus is in your sign, helping as well, making you feel more zen, more cool, more attractive. I don't see negative influences on Capricorn. And Jupiter continues to be in your 10th house, moving forward till February. And while Jupiter, the great benefic, is in your 10th house, especially moving direct, you can explore new opportunities in career. So this will be not only in November, but also in October, and also in December, and also in January. You can gain new territories in regards to your social status, in regards to your career. Some of you might gain a new job, some of you might get offers triggers for new careers or new jobs. Some of you might start seeing the results of a career they've been working in, like a promotion or like an opportunity for expanding of their career, expanding of their social image, help or support coming to you from authority figures of some sort as well. If you want to approach authority figures, I think November is perfect, especially from the 13th of November, because Venus, the planet of your career and authority figures and bosses, is going to be in your sign. It's one of the small benefic, and Jupiter, the great benefic, is in your 10th house career. Is in the 10th house of your career, so it's kind of both benefics bringing to you the theme of social status, of career, of climbing the ladder of success, maybe starting some project that will be beneficial for you as well, you know, and expanding your opportunities for growth in career. So anyway, that's what I see for you, Capricorns. Thank you so much. Hope that was useful for you. Write your comments, and I will soon be coming with me and Marina making the yearly 2017 horoscope, what Capricorns can expect. So thank you. I see most of the week passing Aquarius. Just a second, and I wanted to give a few specific days. Those Aquarius which are born from the 31st of January to around the 7th and 8th of February are going to have the amazing support of Jupiter. Jupiter will be making a trine to from the 9th house to people born from the 31st of January to around the 7th, 8th of February. Some of you will feel it earlier, some of you later, or those of you who have their ascendant or their moon from 10 till 18 degrees in Aquarius. 10 till 18 degrees in Aquarius, Jupiter is bringing you opportunities, is opening new doors for you, is allowing you to have more confidence, for things to happen with more ease. It's very supportive influence. For example, if it's your sun there, born from the 31st of Jan till the 7th, 8th of February, new opportunities can come to you in regards to your career, in regards to some projects, through men. The sun rules all those things. If it's your moon, in regards to your family, home. If it's your ascendant from the 10th to the 18th degree in Aquarius, it can come overall in your path in life, especially from the 9th house, from traveling, foreign people, foreign places, a higher education of some sort, new excitable opportunities and new horizons that open for you, more belief. For example, I had Jupiter trine my ascendant the last 10 days, and here I am in the 9th house, Jupiter from the 9th house. So here I am in a foreign, in another state, foreign country as well for me, meeting some amazing people as well that brought me great ideas and opportunities. Things are just, everything smooth, everything was perfect, smooth. It's just Jupiter is like God blessing you, making you feel happier, positive about everything. Even if nothing on the outside happens as an opportunity, which usually it does, but even if it's not, it really gives you a sense of meaning, a sense of purpose, especially because Jupiter is coming from the 9th house in your horoscope, from the 9th house in our horoscope, making us discover some new inspiration in our life, new meaning, making us feel more connected and more in the flow of things and more lucky overall. So thank you so much, Aquarius, and I will see you next month in December.